Welcome back to Melbourne 22.
How's the hiccups going?
Oh, they're all right. That wine was beautiful, so fruity, so full.
Elderflower. And for those of you who are wondering, it's not just an old flower.
If you're wondering. So here on Melbourne 22, we like to ask the big questions in our segment On the Spot.
We do.
On the spot.
And this week's question, if you were to start a small business, what would it be?
Probably something to do with shares, like stock exchange.
I don't know.
Working in a circus company.
A beer brand.
We study interior design, so we've talked about starting our own interior design business together one day. Yeah.
I call it the Loch Ness Monster, and every bottle would cost about $3.50.
Probably some sort of snowboarding shop.
A coffee shop.
Just to be a free artist.
I'd probably open up a store in London, just like nice clothes.
I reckon I'd go for a greasy spoon.
I can just get paid to do whatever I come up with, and whether it's t-shirt designs or painting walls and things like that. That'd be cool.
Love that. Sit there, fry up some bacon, some sausage. Brilliant.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't really know what kind of business I'd like to start up. I guess something that runs itself, makes lots of money, requires minimal work, you know. It's the Australian dream. What about you, Anna?
Well, I'm an actor as well, so I'd always love to have my own theatre company.
Can you please say that properly? You're a what?
I'm an actor as well.
You want
me to say it like this?
Yes.
I'm an actor as well. I'm a thespian. And I would love to own my own theatre company, which we are probably looking at opening up next year.
I could see you doing that.
Yeah. But speaking about all things business, it's all well and good to talk about it, but how would you even get something like that started?
Well, Anna, it's funny you should ask, because I can't even do these. Very tight, they're chinos. We spoke to a range of small business owners to find out.
When starting your own business from scratch, the process will always bring along a few obstacles, but with persistence and dedication, it can be achieved.
Basically, I thought that I couldn't stand working for a boss, and I thought at a young age I'll have a crack at it.
I was just a little bit tired of the normal day-to-day routines and the politics, so I thought that I'd venture into a business that was less political.
We started the business after having sort of lengthy discussions with our partners, and also we did a fair bit of market research at the time.
I always like to be in control situations, and so that's why I've always preferred to be my own boss.
Overcoming challenges both big and small within any business is important, so knowing the right way to handle them is vital.
The most difficult thing about running my own business is definitely trying to keep up the money side of things.
Time management, I find my whole life was taken up with work.
When you're running your own business, a small business, you have to do all those things. So you suddenly become the financial controller, the accountant, the credit person.
I work a lot of Saturdays, so when the kids are very little, it was hard to keep up with the family, so that was the hardest part.
There's banks that you've got to contend with, there's staff, there's change of the way that I was used to working.
And know who owes you money. It's the most important thing. Always keep that in the back of your mind, who owes you money, and chase it up.
No matter how well you consider your long-term goals, there are still many aspects that are key to the success of a business.
Basically two things, it's ensuring your customer is happy and ensuring your staff is happy.
Mainly reputation and keeping up good quality work. If I fail on either one of those, then my whole business crashes.
You need to be on the ball all the time and continuously striving to sort of make improvements.
If you're constantly checking and worrying about the competition, then you're going to lose focus on your business. So you just stay focused, and when you stay focused, things generally work in your favour.
Hard work will get you anywhere. If you work hard enough, you'll find you will get there, yes.
It's a tough gig, but it can be rewarding.
It sounds tough and rewarding, I'm assuming. I'm sure it would be, but I'm sure money would be a difficulty.
Oh, look, I don't think money would be a difficulty at all. I think money makes things easier.
Yeah?
I think. Look, having no money, maybe. Yeah, look, the financial side of it would definitely be confusing to some.
Now, that's funny you say that, Aaron.
Yes?
Because we've got financial planner Anne Graham in the studio to give us some insight into how to successfully manage your finances. Welcome to the show, Anne.
Thank you, Anna.
And what are some of the things to be wary of when you're starting your own small business?
Trying to do too many things at once and not having a business plan. You really need a business plan.
That's never been my strong point, planning. I'm a bit of a go-getter. I want to get out there and make it happen and do it. So how does a business plan help you over just going out and sort of winging it and trying to get things happening straight up?
Well, enthusiasm is really awesome and fantastic, and you need that in small business.
Good.
But if you don't have a plan, you don't know where you're going. So it's really good to get all of your ideas down in one spot, and then you can prioritise and work out which one's the most important.
Okay.
Looking at loans and whatnot, what advice would you give straight up?
Oh, loans. It's really difficult to get loans for small business. So you need to do some research, speak to a few banks, a few lenders, some brokers. But you need to do a budget and work out exactly how much money you do need. That's probably the best place to start, yeah.
How does one find out which loan is right for them? And what are some of the common types?
Common types of loans. There's most loans for small business would be lent against a property. You're not going to get a lot of lenders giving you money with the security being your small business, which might be a coffee shop, say.
Does that mean you're putting your own personal property at risk?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
possibly.
when you're your own business owner, things like sickness, injuries, what precautions can someone take? To look after their finances and their business?
Insurance. So it's the most boring thing in the world.
I literally just I
saw you shut down.
That.
Aaron Lecker. No, insurance is really important. A bit like car insurance, you wouldn't drive around in a car without it being insured. So you need to insure yourself. You're insuring your income. So that's important.
So lovely to have you in with us, Anne. Thank you so much for all your advice.
Well, hopefully this information enlightens some of our audience. Next up, we have Made in Melbourne. Not Made the cleaner, made as in making things, where we tell you all about a classic or iconic invention that was, you guessed it, made in Melbourne.
Tonight's invention is something you probably use every day. Did you like those hands? And it's probably sitting in your backyard right now.
Hairbrush.
Hairbrush in your backyard.
I put things in weird places. What do you mean, that creepy little garden gnome that looks like Justin Bieber?
You have a garden gnome that looks like Justin Bieber with that. No, Aaron, that's not it, but maybe for you. But it all will be revealed, though, after the break.
Coming up next on Melbourne 22, Hamish Anderson performs live in the studio.